a Thursday morning. It is the 7th of June, 2018. Let's get started quickly with a quick look at the current weather conditions. It's partly cloudy this morning and we have a temperature of 31.8 degrees Celsius, though it feels like 39 degrees Celsius. And today is forecast to be nearly the same temperature as yesterday with a high of 33 and a low of 25. There is an 80% chance of precipitation, that's rain if you don't know. And you can expect occasional thunderstorms to start around 2 p.m. and end at 4:30 p.m. Humidity is at 66%. Right, let's get started with today's program. As you might have seen on our Facebook page, we have a very special guest here in the studio today. Coming straight from Singapore, we have Mr.Addy Cheah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Lifestyle Show. Good morning. Can I just call you Addy?
Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Yes. I can call you Devi, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, actually. Thank you very much.
It's really nice having you here. Did you just arrive from Singapore like today, or when did you fly in?
Some time ago from Malaysia, I fly.
Okay, so you just flew. Okay, so you were telling me off air that you are a health advocate. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that means?
Very simple. The word called health means our healthy living. Advocate, I fight for the patients. Yes. I'm not a doctor. I'm not in the medical field, but I do have collective experiences about what a healthy living about and why do we get sick often.
You know what? For me, I see doctors and hospitals and anything what they call healthcare. I call it sick care.
Well, I call them hospital care.
Yeah, but that's sick care. You only go there if you're actually sick.
Yeah, right.
Healthcare should be before.
You are right.
Yeah,
I think there is not much of a healthcare centers around. But I hope it will come about, you see.
Yeah. But so do tell us, our listeners. Oh, by the way, before we really start, I'd like to tell our listeners that you can give us a call or send us a text message to ask questions. I'm sure you're open to questions if people call in. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I will try to my utmost best to reply them to whatever that I may knew from my collective experiences.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
Do give us a call, 011 77 81 11. That's 011 77 81 11 or 010 416 325. 010 416 325. So yeah, let's get started. Do tell us, why? Okay, I'm always interested in the whys. How did you get started or interested in healthy living and healthcare?
Well, I think health is a global concern, be it business or be it family happiness. Because without health, there is no wealth, and with wealth, there's no health, you cannot enjoy life. So health is a world concerned topic, and that is what a lot of people do not really understand. Why do they really get sick so often? And they keep on seeing and popping pills and seeing getting medications from qualified medical doctors and institutions. So I think that there is a very, very important approach that we should firstly know how should we take care first before we know going to doctors and all this.
Yeah, as I was saying, for me, doctors, it's like sick care, not health care.
You are right. Yeah. I perfectly agree with you, Devi.
So the question, before we can even, I think that before we can even start asking how to stay healthy, why do we not stay healthy? Why do we get sick, actually? Some people get sick more often than others.
Yeah, right. But most will get more sick than others who are getting less sick,
Yeah.
But getting sick is not our choice, actually, by birth.
Okay.
By birth. That's why I say as a baby, they don't even know how to speak.
Yeah.
It is not by the choice of the nature that we get sick.
Oh, nobody wants to get sick.
Of course. But I think there are also quite several factors that we have come to know about, that there are some factors that are commonly causing us to fall sick often.
Yes.
And I would like to go through some of these factors.
So
that is a knowledge. It's a knowledge.
Yes.
Knowledge is power.
It is, definitely. Do you want to get started?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Allow me to get the first point here.
Yes.
I say I had just got some writings here. No, the common factors are number one. We all know that we are growing older by age.
True. I mean, this is something
That
we
is
cannot
universal.
avoid.
That is universal.
No matter how rich or poor you are, this is something nobody can avoid.
We come to that end actually.
Yes.
And that end, while reaching the end, we are happily living our life. But as we are growing older, so do all our living healthy cells growing older too.
True, but when until you're in your late 20s, you feel like invincible, right?
Or just like that kind of super.
Yes.
Then come to 40s, you feel a bit slack. And almost come to about most like 55, 60.
Ouch.
You found yourself that you're walking slower than before. Why does all this happen? Because it's a process of Mother Nature growing older.
Yeah.
Okay, there is no excuses. Well, of course, along the way, we can keep ourselves healthy, even though we may not get younger.
True.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, of course, it's
Yes.
our job too.
That's
to
why
keep
getting
ourselves-
healthier while growing older is happiness. Do you agree, Devi?
Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Money
definitely.
can't buy on that anyway.
No.
So, okay, besides growing older as the factor number one, the modern foods and drinks are also a major factor.
Yes, definitely.
Of course,
what
before.
you put in your body.
Yes. And about those days in our early 50s and 60s, little industrial chemicals were known or discovered or invented. And thereafter. That's why you find our grannies, our grandpas, they can live long. Very loud voice like me.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was growing up, I remember still living in buildings where there was asbestos, and nowadays people would not use this for construction anymore.
The asbestos will really damage the lung
Oh, yeah.
cells.
Yeah. for
Yeah,
people.
little by little. Even the ironing boards are made of asbestos. When it's hot, there are fine, very light particles of
Fibers,
asbestos that they will go into our breathing system.
Lovely.
To tell a little bit less than that anyway. So this is also, we call it like our lifestyle, our environmental effects.
Yes, true. That's
So,
something-
but what is more concerned now is I think there are a lot of activities are coming out in the States, in Europe, talking about GMOs and all these and industrial sugar like aspartame rather than raw sugar. That's from cane sugar, right?
yeah, sure.
So all these drinks and even pastries and cakes are all usually using aspartame, which is much cheaper per molecule. It's much more sweeter than per molecule
Yes.
of raw sugar. So as a
It's all about
business
it.
concern, yeah.
It's all about money.
They don't care.
No.
They care about their pocket money.
Yeah.
So, poor thing, we have lesser choice of fresher and original raw food, you see. So, that contributes quite majorly into deteriorating our body system.
I mean, people do rely so much more on processed foods.
What can you do? You're not going to grow your own vegetable at your backyard. You have time or not? You don't have much time because we are career people.
True, but I mean, you can still make an effort. I mean, I'm going to be 38 in 2 months. And,
Congratulations.
I'm
You live
okay,
a healthy
still
life
alive.
and happy, yeah.
And yeah, but lifelong vegetarian, that makes us something. Born into a vegetarian family.
Talk about vegetarians also can't escape much from industrial pesticides.
Sure. I mean, you can't
Oh, you
escape.
can't.
You can't.
That's why we have to do something
can't
about
live in
ourselves.
a
Yes.
bubble. You cannot
Yes.
live in a bubble.
Yes. So therefore, there are a few things that
Sure.
we need to know besides just being modern foods and drinks, because besides this, there are also other contributory factors that harm our body, like
Yes.
unsanitary conditions. Means foods are not kept clean, not
Yeah.
processed clean, not prepared clean, or maybe not in a clean environment. So that also will help us to get sick
True.
more often.
True.
Okay. And then coming back to this one, the daily habitual eating. Now, that's a very big topic too.
Okay, do elaborate a tiny bit.
Yeah, for those who are actually professional and very experienced nutritionists,
Yes.
be it in any country, they say habitual eating leads to unhealthy lifestyle. Now, you can even take a lot of food, but in a very small portion and not daily. So that's why not daily and small portion? to allow our body system to detox in its own time.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of people advocating intermittent fasting nowadays.
Yeah, intermittent fasting. I tried to, but it was not easy. But how many of us can keep that? Besides, not to be religious, but I think the Muslim community, they do fast once a year, if about 1 month. But after they open fasts,
I know.
They will eat faster than you. Now, I use the word after when they buka puasa or they open their fasting. They eat faster than our normal people eating, you see. So that's bad.
Deprived for so long.
And I noticed the Muslim community, they will start off after their fasting, they will open their fasting by eating sweet first. Sweet food, sweet drinks, sweet congee and all this.
Yeah.
I asked them why. Because that is
and
to actually give back their taste, the energy, right? And after that, the bulk of the food comes in. I think this is not a healthy eating anyway.
No.
They're getting sick. That's why, Muslim community, without prejudice, they experiences more chronic diabetics than any other races or religions. I already pity them a lot, actually. I hope they are listening.
So I think intermittent fasting, not eating 24/7, of course, but breaks between meals. I think that's pretty good. I mean, I know some people who eat all the time, they're snacking nonstop. Yeah. I don't think that's good either.
The word snacking is one of the very big factor of damaging us. Now, intermittent fasting is good. The reason why it gives the liver, our liver and our especially our liver, a chance to detox. That's one of the major reasons.
True.
I encourage that. I will try again. Sometimes I do fast one day with a simple food, but not really totally no food. Yeah. But simple like oats and the cereals, nuts. Yeah. That's all. Non-meat, non-meat.
That's great.
Okay, coming back to the next one.
We just have a minute and a half, and then we'll have to go to break. So
yeah, it's nice, huh? I like the song "Perfect,"
Perfect. We'll play it.
Yeah, we are just next to perfect, but we need to be able to have proper knowledge in order to be near perfect now.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, right, minute and a half. If you want to go through one more point.
Of course. So daily habitual eating, we should be very aware of that we should not be having this type of habitual eating. Mean to say the same kind of food every day or even every hour or so, like eating sweets and all this. Because sugar is very damaging to immune system.
Fructose is bad for
any kind of sweetness, actually, be honest with you. It can be fruits or sucrose. Okay, the next one is dehydration.
Yes.
Many pretty ladies like to say, I don't drink a lot of water. But do you know that we need water to actually function our body? 70% of our body mass is actually fluids, not water.
Of course.
That is scientifically, research. And fluid means water.
Yes.
And why we need fluids actually to move the immune system cells, to move the bacteria, the attacked bacteria that means already been engulfed by immune system, to be detoxed into our bloodstream and to our organs through liver and to our kidneys. So ladies, staying beautiful and young, please have some decent amount of water, about at least 2 liters a day.
Of course, more even.
Yeah.
Depending on how active you are physically.
Yeah, when they are physically active, they should drink a little bit more. Yeah.
It's 1:30. We have to go for a short break for the business news. We'll be back. We'll have the song Perfect, of course, since you requested it. And we'll be back talking about more things that cause us to become sick. So stay tuned, and don't forget that if you have any questions to ask, feel free to text us, give us a call, or send us a message in the chat room on our website. Stay tuned.
This is the Radio 1 Business News Update, brought to you by ABA Bank in local business news.
This is the Radio 1 News Update. I'm Aaron Leviton. Former opposition leader Kem Sokha was again denied bail this week. The former president of the now court-dissolved Cambodian National Rescue Party was arrested in the early hours of September 3rd last year at his home in the capital's Tulkok district and transferred to Tbong Khmum Provincial Prison near the border with Vietnam, where he was charged with treason. The government has accused Kem Sokha and the party he led of attempting to mount a so-called colour revolution and cited a 2013 video of Sokha speaking to supporters in Australia as evidence. His arrest came in spite of his immunity from prosecution as an elected member of the National Assembly, which various government sources have said was negated by his being caught red-handed. This is the second time Sokha's request for bail has been denied, and the second time he was not in court to hear it himself. Phnom Penh Appeals Court spokesman Tut Tarit told local media, quote, "Because the Phnom Penh Municipal Court's decision is legally binding, the appeal court upholds the decision to detain Kem Sokha." Sokha's legal team said the court had highlighted several reasons for denying Sokha bail, from avoiding a repeat offence and maintaining public order to preventing chaos, avoiding collusion between the accused and witnesses, and keeping the defendant available for court procedures.
And now, a quick word from our sponsors.
With ABA Mobile Banking, my money goes where I go. Out with the family and need to top up the wife's card? No problem. Top up my mobile, pay the electricity bill and the internet bill while relaxing. Done, done, and done. No problem. My teenage daughter left her card at home and needs some cash. No problem. Receive push notifications when clients pay into my account. Definitely no problem.
With ABA mobile app, you can easily transfer funds between ABA accounts, pay your bills, receive notifications every time you receive or transfer funds, and more. ABA Mobile. The bank is wherever you are.
Coming up next, international news.
It's on again. US President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will be meeting in Singapore on June the 12th after all. The face-to-face summit was first suggested by Kim and eagerly agreed to by Trump, primarily, many of his critics say, because he would be the first sitting US president to meet with a leader of the world's most diplomatically isolated nation. It also didn't escape people's attention that Trump's favourite TV channel, Fox News, praised his visionary leadership for choosing to meet with Kim, while several years ago it castigated then-President Barack Obama as a near traitor for saying he would meet with Kim if the opportunity arose. Then Trump called it off. Now it's back on, as it was revealed yesterday that it will take place in the Capella Hotel on Singapore's Sentosa Island, which, given its casinos, should make Donald Trump feel right at home, although Sentosa's casinos have never gone bankrupt. Still, onlookers are wondering if there is any way for Trump to confuse everybody about it again. And why Sentosa? Well, one reason could be that it's easy to restrict access to the island and secure it. But seeing as this is Donald Trump, I'll just point to not one, but 2 golf courses on the island and leave it at that. Speaking of Donald Trump, I have to admit an error. The Seattle Seahawks did not win the Super Bowl this year. The Philadelphia Eagles did, and no member of the Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles ever knelt in protest during the playing of the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, at an NFL game this year. Not one. Don't know how I got that wrong. But that didn't stop US President Donald Trump from cancelling their invitation to the White House, which every Super Bowl winning team has done for decades. Instead, Trump announced via Twitter, of course, that the White House would hold its own celebration of America, and that 1,000 Philadelphia Eagles fans were expected to attend. And so, the White House held its own party, attended by US President Donald Trump, featuring the US Army Choir, and attended by probably not 1,000 people, judging by the photos, and definitely not Eagles fans. Almost all of the fans who attended the event on the White House lawn were wearing suits and ties. Journalists said they could see several of them with White House or congressional passes hidden under their jackets, and none who were asked about the Philadelphia Eagles were able to name the team's quarterback. It's Carson Wentz, by the way. To top it all off, 2 men were photographed kneeling on the White House lawn during the playing of the national anthem, and Donald Trump was unable to sing the words of the song God Bless America, which is hard to do because there are a total of 58 words in that song. But everybody remember how much more patriotic US President Donald Trump is than gridiron players who kneel during the national anthem in protest against white police officers shooting unarmed black men. Also, in a report about the Philadelphia Eagles and their cancelled White House visit, Fox News showed photos of Eagles players kneeling and praying before games and said they were kneeling during the national anthem. What is it Trump always accuses the media of again? Oh, that's it. Fake news. This has been the Radio 1 Cambodia News Update. Stay tuned for more news on Radio 1, FM 103.7.
This has been the Radio 1 Business News Update, brought to you by ABA Bank, a partnership you can trust.
ព្រំលិខិតបានកំណត់ឲ្យពួកគេបានជួបគ្នាហើយការជួបរបស់ពួកគេក៏បង្កើតបានជាមនោសញ្ចេតនាស្នេហាដ៏ផ្អែមត្រជាក់វាជាចំណងស្នេហ៍ដែលកើតឡើងរវាងចិត្តនិងចិត្តប៉ុន្តែវាបានបញ្ចប់ទៅដោយសារតែភាពឈ្នានីសនៅរនាំងនៃវណ្ណាអ្វីៗដែលពួកគេធ្លាប់បានសាងជាមួយគ្នាគឺសោះត្រឹមតែអនុស្សាវរីយ៍និងភាពជឿចាប់តែប៉ុណ្ណោះនេះឬជាចំណាព្រំលិខិតនោះហេតុអ្វីស្នេហារបស់ពួកគេបានជួបគ្នាហើយបែរជាត្រូវប្រត់គ្នាហើយបន្សល់ទុកព្រមស្លាកស្នាមអនុស្សាវរីយ៍ស្នេហានិងពាក្យសន្យាស្នេហ៍ដែលគ្មានថ្ងៃអាចបំភ្លេចបានបែបនេះទៅវិញនេះជាខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគបែបមនោសញ្ចេតនាដ៏ល្បីល្បាញនិងចុះចំណាត់ថ្នាក់លេខ1ប្រចាំប្រទេសតួគីហើយក៏ជាខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគដែលទទួលបានពានច្រើនជាងគេជាពិសេសគឺពាន International Emmy Award ជាមួយការសម្ដែងដ៏ល្អឥតខ្ចោះជុំជាមួយកំពូលខ្សែភាពយន្តភាគដែលល្បីល្បាញបែបមនោសញ្ចេតនាដែលធ្វើឲ្យទស្សនិកជនទស្សនាហើយទប់ទឹកភ្នែកមិនបានរឿងស្នេហ៍គ្មានទីបញ្ចប់នឹងមកដល់ក្នុងពេលឆាប់នេះនៅ My TV
ប្រឹក្សាយោបល់ជាមួយយើងខ្ញុំដើម្បីការផ្សព្វផ្សាយពាណិជ្ជកម្មរបស់លោកអ្នកឲ្យមានប្រសិទ្ធភាពសូមទំនាក់ទំនងមកកាន់ទូរស័ព្ទលេខ016 933 933
សួស្តីអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាខ្ញុំគឺ Naria ជាវិធីការនីមកពីកម្មវិធី The Breakfast Club រៀងរាល់ព្រឹកថ្ងៃច័ន្ទដល់ថ្ងៃសុក្រពីម៉ោង 7 ដល់ម៉ោង 10 ចូលរួមទាំងអស់គ្នាដើម្បីរីករាយសម្ដាប់នៅបទចម្រៀងដែលលោកអ្នកពេញចិត្តក៏ដូចជាព័ត៌មានថ្មីៗទាន់ហេតុការណ៍
អ៊ីនធឺណិតប្រភេទថ្មីគឺ EZB ដែលផ្ដល់ជូននូវអត្ថប្រយោជន៍ច្រើនជាងមុនទាំងល្បឿនគុណភាពនិងបទពិសោធន៍នៃការប្រើប្រាស់អ៊ីនធឺណិតទទួលបានល្បឿនលឿនស្មើគ្នាទាំងការអាប់ឡូតនិងដោនឡូតទទួលបានល្បឿនលឿនទ្វេដងនៅពេលយប់និងចុងសប្តាហ៍ប្រើប្រាស់សេវាពេញនិយមរួមមាន YouTube Facebook និង Skype ជាដើមក្នុងល្បឿនលឿនដូចផ្លេចបន្ទោ EZB ធានាមិនដាច់ 99.95% ដែលជាស្តង់ដារអន្តរជាតិខ្ពស់បំផុតមានសេវាគាំទ្របច្ចេកទេស24ម៉ោងផ្ដល់ជូនលោកអ្នកនៅទំនុកចិត្តទាំងស្រុងគ្រប់ពេលវេលាសម្រាប់ព័ត៌មានបន្ថែមហៅទូរស័ព្ទមកលេខ085 888 181 EasyCom សេវាអ៊ីនធឺណិតលំដាប់ខ្ពស់នៅកម្ពុជា
Hey guys, if you would like to hear your favorite song played on the radio right now,
or you want to chit chat with us,
well, give us a call or text us at 011 77 81 11
or 010 416 325.
Call us now. You're listening to The Lifestyle Show with me, Devi Vanhon, on Radio 1 FM 103.7.
It is 11:45 a.m. here on the Lifestyle Show, and we're back here in the studio. I'm not on my own, as you can tell if you're watching our Facebook, the live feed. Yes, hello. Yes, I'm here with Addy Cheah, who's an health advocate, and we've been talking. We've been talking about the things that do make us sick. So there's so many factors. It's never just one thing. Of course, it's like a agglomeration of amalgamation of so many different factors. So,
of course.
But if you don't know about them, of course, you can't really think of preventing getting sick. So shall we maybe continue where we left off, and with your next all the things that make us sick. I'm sure stress is one thing.
Oh yeah. True.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Devi. Okay, I feel very delighted actually to share some of these common causes.
Yes.
That cause us to get sick often, and we do not really realize it because. Firstly, we may not have that kind of environment, kind of knowledge, or we do not have the kind of institution education. So, okay, allow me to share more.
Yes.
Now, I just touched about this factor on dehydration.
Yes. You did.
Don't look at the water as a small little thing.
It's major.
Water powers the world.
Yeah, we can.
So therefore, please, it powers your body's detoxification process. One of us can eat a lot of nice, wonderful food, but each and every food has its own wastes.
Yes.
Even though we eat the clean food, but our body has been constructed and designed to have natural waste products, like carbon dioxide. So therefore, our body naturally need to detox. So therefore, water is a very major component for detoxification. Please bear this in mind. Thank you. And now the next one we call is about, nowadays got a lot of karaoke, a lot of nightlife, cheers and all this late night sleep. Oh my God.
Yeah, sleep and water, these are the two things you cannot live without.
Yeah. So sleep late occasionally is acceptable, not by me, but by our natural body. Because at about 10 o'clock beyond, this is a time when one of our major organ called liver, Liver, starts to work. And how does it work? It begins to detox the impurities from our body system. So as we stay late, it will actually interrupt the natural process of detoxification by the major organ, that's the liver. And of course, with all the yamseng and all the chengkamoy and all this, what you call that, drinking liquors and beers will add into toxins. And with the late night sleep and all this, the body is already disrupted. So therefore, late night sleep is not very much encouraged. Occasionally, it's acceptable, but not habitual again. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you have anything that you want to ask about late night sleep? Like say 24 hours, I mean they work in the night time?
But yeah, the thing is some people do have a different rhythm. I mean, they will still get the 8 hours sleep, but not necessarily at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. But they will sleep late, like go to bed, sleep at 1 a.m. and wake up at 9, depending on the jobs.
I got it.
Yes.
But the liver would not understand that. When it's time to sleep, it's time to sleep. When it's time to detox, it detox. It is Mother's nature that beyond our humans' control. So there is a good reason they work night shift or they work until maybe 3-4 a.m. because in bars, karaoke, they need to serve the customers, right? They have to earn a living. I do understand. But even though they have 9 hours or 10 hours sleep, they wake up at 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. in the next day. The liver detoxification process is disrupted. That's why you see these people often get sick.
Yeah.
You can try and have a look. Observe. Observation is important. Okay. So I can like to go to another one,
Yes,
and this is
definitely.
called the high stress phenomena.
Yes.
I do have stress too.
I mean, there's different types of stress. Good stress, you're like running a marathon, and there's stress on your
There's
body.
exercise, yeah. Good.
Yeah, but it's stress, but it's good stress, and then
Yes,
there's
wonderful.
distress. That's not.
Oh, distress.
That's like really bad.
Oh, I see. How about de-stress? De-stress means you put yourself, relax, and let the stress go. Huh? But of course, stress have good and bad
Sure.
effects, right?
But I mean, you have deadlines. You're lacking sleep. You have to work and finish something and report until it's.
That is physical stress.
Yes.
And the body is not happy.
And otherwise, I imagine a relative just passed away, or you're going through a major breakup. This is like emotional stress. This has its toll.
Yeah.
On the
Okay.
body.
Okay. And many a person doesn't realize why when a person have a sudden loss or a kind of like late night sleep contribute to body not being happy and their body is not healthy. Like me to say something more than that.
Maybe.
That's scientific I'm talking about.
Yes.
As I say, I'm not an experienced person, but I do have collective experiences among professors, scientists, patients, doctors.
Yeah.
Say what you like. Now, the reason is our body is nothing more than just an energy. And they communicate. These body cells communicate through electricity.
Yes.
That's why the food that we take, the drinks that we take, need to be healthy, good food. Had to be raw or maybe fresh. Why? Because each and every of these food they have electrolytes.
Yes.
Electrolyte means electricity. And so when you have proper diet, we have proper electrolyte, our immune system and our body cells communicated properly and normally, and we stay healthy. So now stress, late night sleep will actually affect our electrolyte distribution. And the body cells are not getting proper impulses, electrical impulses, so therefore they act differently. You got it?
Yes, I do.
So we do know that, but a lot of people do not know that. Allow me then. Okay, thank you.
Sure. But I mean, most people will notice if they lack sleep that they will function less well and that they will start getting sick. I mean, if they actually make the connection between this and how they are living at the moment, I'm not sure, but people do notice if they get sick for sure.
I hope so. It makes a difference with knowledge because knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then the next one coming factor is that Miss Devi is that being inactive, like lack of exercises, not only exercise, lack of walking,
sedentary.
Yeah, sanitary, and also and they don't really go out. They like to stay at home, eat and sleep and eat, watch TV, snacks, and all this. So these are the very, very terrible factors too that make us sick.
Oh, I love to stay at home and not go out. I do teach like six hours of dance every day. So after that, I'm staying home.
That is called relaxation, not being inactive, because you have 6 hours of real workouts, and that is wonderful. How often that people can follow your lifestyle? I'm very, very happy with your lifestyle.
I'm not sure how I can do it, but sometimes I wonder.
you are young and lovely and healthy. Okay, that's good. Okay, I think you just touched about the sudden loss. Now, sudden loss is actually like not only stress, because stress comes from also a lot of factors like loneliness,
Yes.
despair, don't know what to do, doubts, think too much. So that's why we need to actually find a place, a music, something like you can sit down and think nothing, let your body rest.
And yeah, and people, the moment there are financial issues, people start getting really stressed.
Oh, that's very uncommon anyway. I think financial stress is a kind of like worldwide stress.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, how am I going to pay my rent at the end of the month? You know.
You can say that those people who are hand to mouth, they have hand to mouth problems. Those who are middle income, they have middle income problems, and those who are super and hyper rich, they have hyper problems too.
Everybody has this.
So one cannot escape from such.
Unfortunately.
So that's why we need to stay healthy by eating healthy, resting healthy, relax healthy.
Yeah.
There's some minor things we can add up to become good major facts to make us healthy.
Yes. Okay, we just have 2 minutes left actually.
Yeah.
And if you have
one more last
point,
factor.
Yes, if you have one more.
Long-term medications.
Oh, that's not good.
Long-term medications, as you know, even though it not only medications, supplementations also has industrial chemicals, like, you know, those pills that we pop in, they are coated with industrial coating. The sweetening is all like industrial aspartame. It's not raw sugar. So therefore, you know, and what more that the kind of synthetic chemicals that make up the medications, is actually not friendly to our body.
Sure, and I think any drug that doesn't heal you within a short amount of time, it's not actually doing its job.
So why not we do something before this long-term medication arises? We need to stay healthy by knowing the facts, that the points and the points that I spoke about and we discussed. Please remember. Please remember.
Yes.
And I pray that you all will stay healthy from this moment onwards with proper knowledge that is power to your body.
Yes. Unfortunately, we're out of time. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
On the radio.
Thank you.
And the Lifestyle Show. We'll see you again sometime soon.
Yes.
When you're back, you say you're going back and forth between Singapore, Malaysia, and here.
2 weeks, yes.
So do let us know when you're back. It's been very interesting. I just wanted for a few seconds just add one more thing that can cause a lot of stress.
Yes.
Addiction to technology. Some people cannot let go, and even though in bed they will still check their phone. So I think a good thing would be to do is turn it off when you go to bed and leave it far from your bed. And if you say that I use it for the alarm clock, you can get an alarm clock for $2.
Yes, true.
Don't rely on
conventional one. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, I think this is another stress, not physical, not even emotional, but this is called the high-tech stress.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Right, you were asking song. You wanted to hear Camila Cabello's Havana, right?
I think to cheer us up, to relax. It's a nice aerobic kind of dance.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it, man.
Definitely.
Thank you, Devi.
Again, thanks a lot for coming by today.
My pleasure.
I'm going to play the Spanglish version of the song. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, so there's some Spanish in there too, and English. Enjoy, and stay tuned for the request for the Lifestyle Show for the second hour, which will be brought to you by Heineken. Don't go away. And you will be able to see the video, the live interview. Also.
Havana,